What I learned in 1 year of being unemployed is that everything just sucks. What a great way to start a video, am I right, folks? Probably the last video I'm going to make in 2025, and that's how I started. I can see why everyone wanted to subscribe to my channel. Clearly, it's just a bastion of happiness and wholesomeness. God, I cannot believe this year. It's just been awful. Like, I can't even describe it, how bad it's been. So, for full clarification, in January of this year, about 1 year ago, roughly, I got laid off. And, that sucked. That completely took all the wind out of my sails. And, the one thing I never wanted to do was have to call my parents again and tell them that the job I had, can't afford to pay me or anything like that. But I did. They were stunned. I was stunned, but they were stunned. So yeah, got laid off first week of January. And I proceeded to do nothing with my time except sit on my ass and be depressed, waiting, hoping, begging, and pleading for jobs to come in and talk to me and give me an opportunity, and no one has had the common courtesy to do so. My faith in humanity is so low right now. Like, disgustingly low. Like, it's bad enough reading the news and seeing all the shit that goes on in, like, U.S. politics and stuff like that. That's all horrible. And then compound onto that, I'm just sitting day after day waiting for people who don't give a shit about me to hopefully come back to me with some type of job information. That's the hardest part about all this, is the waiting. It'd be one thing if I was having, interviews every other day. Something to keep my, me on my toes. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. 90% of the jobs I applied to this year, I heard 0 things back from. 0. Of the 10% that have responded, 5% have resulted in positive messages. The other 5% have been the generic same, sorry, we don't see a fit with you, or we're going in an opposite direction, or whatever bullshit they, chat GPT'd. And then the few interviews I have had have obviously led to nothing. Because I don't know. I do not know. And when I made that video a few weeks ago, a lot of people were like, you're not a failure. You're not this, you're not that. And they're right, I'm not a failure. I'm just not happy with life right now. And it's crazy to me that it'd be one thing if I was the only one going through this. But it's crazy to me to go online and see that, like, everyone is suffering with this right now. And, like, that doesn't make me feel better. honestly, my biggest disappointment of this year is not the fact that I'm still jobless. That's just circumstantial, you know. It sucks. My biggest pain this year is knowing that the only reason I'm not homeless right now is because my parents are still alive. And that's not a bad thing, because thank God they're willing to help. Like, honestly, thanks so much they're willing to help. But it hurts me so much to have to ask them for help. I hate it. And I know, like I said, it could be worse. They could be gone and I could not have anyone to reach out to. And I would be homeless or living in my car right now. But I don't know, the fact that I have a roof over my head right now is a gift. And I hate the fact that I'm costing them money. I don't know. I don't know if I'm looking at it the wrong way, but just what else is there to look at right now? If you haven't noticed, I haven't collected any game stuff in... God, it's been like 7 months since I've gone to a game store. I just don't... This hobby just... Once I eventually get back out on my feet, it's not going to be for me anymore. I just don't see myself continuing with it. It's just been such a hassle. And I just don't enjoy it anymore. So, I don't know. I could see a lot of this stuff going. I'll probably keep a few things like my Sony consoles, but everything else can go. Hell, I haven't even turned on my PS5 in probably a year. Just kind of sits there, collecting dust. Like me, collecting dust. I'm so tired. I'm just everything. What they don't tell you about being clinically depressed is how exhausting it is. For everything. Oh my God, it's so hard to do anything. Just, I went up and like my only interaction with the outside world today has just been going for a walk. Because for some reason, it's, you know, nice out 2 days before Christmas. And unfortunately, with Christmas comes the job market being dead, and the New Year's and Christmas and everyone being off, and just waiting. I'm so bored. I'm so tired and I'm so bored. I can't even drive Lyft to distract myself because, like, unfortunately, I happen to live in a college town, so 95% of the clientele are gone right now, and they're not going to be back until the middle of January. So I essentially, you know, if I had a normal job, it would be like, oh, I've been given a month off from my second job. Cool. But when that's the only thing you have to distract yourself, and you can't do it, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here? Unfortunately, yes. That's all I've been doing. If you've noticed on the channel, I've been streaming a bit more. Don't really know what else to say about that, just kind of streaming. Just distractions, I guess. I don't know why I'm making this video, to be completely honest. I just felt like talking. I'm not going to put any effort into editing this. I'm literally just going to throw it up onto YouTube and just see what happens. I don't understand why life is like this. What I mean by that is, I don't understand why it feels like everyone else gets to be happy, but not me. And I don't know where I'm getting that imagery from, but it just certainly feels like it. Like, it just feels like something is preventing me from being happy. Not like mentally, like, there were some people concerned from the last video that I made, and, you know, they reached out, and I appreciate that, by the way, thank you. I feel like there's some force that's like, hey, Robert's doing good in life, better fuck it all up. I haven't even hung up this poster. This poster's been sitting next to my chair here. This little stool I sit on for like a year. And I'm so lazy, I just haven't even found the energy to put it up anywhere. I don't dust anything. This room is a mess. I don't even know about the bathroom over there because I never go in there. It's probably full of mold. Yeah, I didn't expect this is where my life would be right now. I really didn't. And I want to hopefully end this on a good note. But it's really hard to right now. It's really hard to. It's really difficult to find happiness this time of the year. And I hate that. I hate that I have to wait. You know, my dad says it all the time. He's like, you're too impatient. And yeah, I am. I kind of expect more out of people than I should. I expect more out of humanity than I should. And I firmly believe that if I was worse of a person, I would be better off. But if I was worse of a person, then I might be better off physically, but I wouldn't be better off mentally, I think. So it's like this weird juxtaposition where mentally, I'm better than I was a decade ago. I'm 99% better than I was a decade ago. You know. It's just physically, I'm not in a good area right now. Not literally, I live in a safe neighborhood, obviously. But, you know, I'm not doing what I want to do right now. Yeah. I'm sorry to make this video long and rambling. I don't entirely know why I'm even doing this. Because no one's even going to make it this far in the video. No one cares. My channel has what, like 600 subs? That's nothing. I can't even monetize my channel. I thought at 500 you could, but turns out you need to have 1,000. So great, got another 5 years to get there. I think the problem is that I look around and I see everyone else doing better than myself, and I forget that they're only showing the positives in their life. Like, if I wanted to show the positives in my life, I mean, I still have a family that loves me. I still have a roof over my head. I still have some possessions. I still have this dope car. I get to help people with Lyft. I get to try. I get to golf. It's pretty cool. I'm good at that. Even though I only played like 10 times this year. It's hard to afford $60 rounds of golf. And you have no income. Yeah. And to those of you who might be worried about me, don't worry. I'm not, I'm not in a bad situation right now. I'm not in any danger. I'm just not happy. Unfortunately, not happy. And I desperately hope that 2026 is better. Because this year has sucked. Just completely sucked. Every day has sucked. Every minute has sucked. Every nap, every sleep, every meal has just sucked. I don't know what else to say. Thanks for watching.